Hello.
Hi. Hi. Hello, everybody. We're here once again. Um, beauty, the beauty of a woman's heart. We got our coffees now. They're
And
out.
there's this still.
There's still reflections, though. Yes.
So,
Mhm.
welcome back. How was your time off?
Oh, it was good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I said
Sorry?
rest,
Okay,
but at
that's
least I was
good.
able to go eat out before the
Oh, cool.
again. So,
Cool. Yeah, I know.
yeah.
It's become very you know, it's become wonky.
I know.
Yeah. I can't imagine. I don't know what these the restaurateurs and the gym owners, the people, these public businesses are doing.
Yeah.
It's it's just a loss of income, eh?
Yes. Yeah.
And the premier is also in hot waters because his own people do not support him. Like 15 of his caucus members have written a letter to him say about their displeasure with this close down.
Closures, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I
That
think
is democracy in Abuchi. Nobody will do anything to
same.
you. You're
Yeah,
expressing your opinions, eh? Yeah. So yeah.
see of it.
Well, anyway, so we're glad to be back, eh, today. And what we usually do is, though we have our new book, we don't want to forget the old. So I'll read a little thing, whatever it is that we're going to read, and then Ya will talk about it or have a discussion with you, and I'll go share, and then we'll start today's topic. So, from Reflections for a Thirsty Soul, that came out last year, page 38, it says, "What do you think about?" The first paragraph says, "What thoughts occupy your mind as you go about your daily life? What is your most consuming thoughts?" Our mind is a fertile ground for all kinds of thoughts and imaginations, either positive or negative, good or bad, deep or very shallow thoughts. That's an interesting one. So, where's my phone? Yeah,
Me-
I'll leave you with it and I'll go and share, and then we can take today's topic.
Oh, which quotation says that? But anyway, everything starts with our minds,
Hmm.
our thoughts, and
Yes.
we feed it through what we watch, what we
Hmm.
read, what we listen to, or what we hear. Not necessarily what we want to listen to, but sometimes we hear things and
Hmm.
they all inform your thoughts. And
Hmm.
um it's I think it has to be an intentional thing if you want
Hmm.
to guard your thoughts, because your thoughts can just fly away. And if it's not intentional, you'll be shocked at the things that you will think about, like where
Hmm.
your mind can actually wander off and go. So if we want to do positive thinking, think positive, because the more you think about these things, the more I think the more it happens to you. I don't know how to put it, but it says
Hmm.
I forget who said it. Shonda Rhimes, yes. She said thoughts becomes things. So the more you think
Oh.
about things, I mean whatever you
Hmm.
think about will come into fruition, will
Hmm.
happen to you. And
Hmm.
it's also in my favorite documentary, The Secrets. That's from her.
Oh.
Yes. Have you watched it yet?
No.
You
It's
should.
funny you're talking about it. Is it on Netflix?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'll find it.
Yeah, by Shonda
Is
Rhimes.
it long?
It's long, but very
Like,
interesting. Like
how
you
long? Past
won't
more than
realize.
2 hours?
No, I think maybe two or one, close to two. It's not that long,
Oh, okay.
and
Okay.
it will capture your attention. You won't realize it's that
Mm-hmm.
long. It is interesting. It's a
Mm-hmm.
documentary, but it is, yeah. So thoughts become things, and it talks about, so nowadays, like, I don't let
Mm-hmm.
myself get too down, and
Mm-hmm.
when I'm being intentional about it because
Mm-hmm.
in the documentary it said, when you wake up and you don't get out of bed properly, maybe you trip. If you
Mm-hmm.
dwell on it, you realize that your whole day becomes like that. So
Yes.
to get out of that funk, and it's because you're thinking, because as soon as you trip, your mind goes to, oh, today might not be a good day, or this is
Mm-hmm.
bad luck, and then it's
Negative,
a
yes.
cycle, yeah, throughout the day. So to get out of the funk, for
Mm-hmm.
me, it's music,
Mm-hmm.
just to make yourself happy, just so you're
Mm-hmm.
not in that cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the mind is a very powerful thing, and yeah, it's
It's true, all that you're saying. Like we don't realize it that our mind is. I always say that our mind is our most important asset, and we
yeah,
need to manage it or control what goes through it. Otherwise, you will not you will not live life as you want to. You if you allow negativity, that's all you're going to produce.
right.
But if you decide to make a change, wow, how lovely that change becomes. So
Yes.
yeah, welcome
Oh,
back.
the
Yeah.
name of the lady wrong. Let me correct it before. It's
Okay.
Rhonda Burns.
And that one, the person that you said, for me, I
She's
don't
the
know.
oh,
I don't know. So I know that name too. So I thought, oh, hey, okay, right?
she's the one who did the lady thing. She's the black lady who did also the latest one. Oh, oh, come on, Bridgerton. Yes, she's done
Oh, okay.
stuff like Hi
Hello, Missy.
Missy.
Welcome. We are back.
Yes.
Yeah, finish sharing. So,
So today we're reading our book. Yeah, Missy got hers too. I saw she put
yes,
it.
we have our books.
Yes. And today we're reading A Woman's Heart. So I'll start.
Okay.
A woman's heart is a beautiful thing, a precious gift from God. It is full of boundless love. Women tend to be the nurturers and nourishers of humanity. We build up, encourage, or may create confusion due to a lack of purity and peace in our hearts. Oh, okay. When I read that first paragraph, what I wrote was that it tells me that the woman's heart is a powerful tool as well, because it
Yes.
can go either way depending on what it is,
Hmm.
right? um, Let me add the second paragraph because I want to talk about the purity. Like,
Okay, sure.
yeah. So, what do I mean? Oh, shoot. What do I mean by
Okay.
purity? A heart that is full of kindness, seeking the good of others instead of itself. A heart that is at peace with oneself due to the presence of God working in her life. A secure woman. Antia,
Hmm.
why a woman's heart and not any other part of the woman? Like maybe the mind, the legs, or the back.
Well, as for a woman's mind, if I'm to talk about a woman's mind, I might put it negatively because of experiences,
Right,
myself experiences from others. But when you talk about the heart, we all have hearts, and we deal a lot with it. We all have emotions,
right.
and so we know that as women, you know, Nyame, he created both man and woman, but women have a special role, like a particular, you know, a man does not bear children.
Mm-hmm.
It's the woman who bears children. So, Missy said, good question. Obusami asem din kura me amendwene ho. And it's like, you know, we feel more like men are able to put their emotions in compartments,
Right.
way
Yeah.
here, way there, way there. And they don't, sometimes even they don't let it cross. Do you get what I mean? It can't flow.
Yeah.
Like box
Yeah.
one does not flow into box two, and they are able to. Into,
Okay.
when we see men even who are very emotional and whatever, we kind of say, oh, we tend to put negative in
Yeah.
our culture. They will
Yeah.
put negative, oh no, no, so then or yes or bad by or something. We say things, right?
Right.
But women, somehow we are supposed to be different because we have compassion, we have empathy, we feel things, we nurture, we care.
Yeah.
A man can stay without having friends, supposedly,
Right.
but a woman needs somebody to always talking heads, talking at each other, sounding things out. Maybe I may even be talking to you. I don't necessarily expect a reply, but you know that I just want to talk to you. I'm just
Yeah.
rattling off, right? And
Yeah.
that's so like we are made for community in the
Mm-hmm.
best of circumstances.
Yeah.
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 Have I answered your question, Kakara?
Yes. Yes. Like while you were talking
Mhm,
about God creating us, but there are
mhm.
some women too who you see that they don't have that nurturing ability
Yes. Mhm.
and things like that. Is it from the culture upbringing? I mean, what do you think? Or you think they were made, their genes are different, like they were made with more men um
Mm.
ability, like
I know the I can say
mm,
I can't go into their DNA to see, but I get what you are saying. So I'll look at it the way you ask the question. I'm thinking two ways. Like if it's a
right.
ha where we live right now, no, to me personally, my opinion is that I know that here too, there's the expectation like, oh, okay, man marries woman, they have children, all that, but they are more than us. They understand what unity and togetherness means. So in those roles, and then there are some too that they choose. Now, say, notice and make say, I'm not somebody that I spend my time envying people, but
Mm-hmm.
for once, I've been saying that I wish say I lived in an environment, I was raised in an environment like this where a woman was not forced to make that choice, say, on
Medium.
worry because oh you're bar, right? Nti
Right.
no hanom no, like because of choices, and somebody might decide not to. And yes, there are people too like that. They don't have that in them.
Yeah.
And we don't understand it where we are coming from. So we condemn them. We tend to condemn them because you're crying, in our environment too, there's people who they don't have that.
Yeah.
And now that I've grown up and I understand things a little more, I'll put it this way that the cultural expectations, no, whatever we want to call it, no, it
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't be forced on everybody. And I'm talking for the female. Just because you're a female doesn't mean necessarily you'll be a good mother or you'll be a good wife. Like you are pushed into, there's things that we learn, right?
Yeah.
And so we grew up watching you are the girl, and you go and fetch water, you come and cook, you are sweeping, you are doing this, and then maybe the boys are running around. But there's men too who cook and all that. So let's qualify that. But generally speaking, those expectations, no, that we put on women. Missy says she agrees. Those expectations that we put on women, no, and money no. What was the question again? Put me here free question. No, I'm answering, but I'm
Yeah.
forgetting, so
Yeah.
I don't want to go around the round. Mhm.
No, like I wanted us like to look at some of the factors that also contribute to this kind of characteristics because not everybody has it.
Yes.
And
Well, we tend to force. Yeah, yeah, dear, no, it's like it's prescribed. It's even now in the year 2020. See what is going on, right? Like sometimes if you're a woman and you are too vocal. Oh, hello, Marie. Welcome. If you're a woman and you're too vocal, and then people will look at you and may say something like, go and bring your husband. If the person is not married, yeah, like what has that got to do with anything?
Yes.
Do you
Yeah.
get what I mean? Why
Yeah.
can't we take people as they are, as individuals?
Mm-hmm.
You know, for me, I don't want to be okay. Like I put it this way, until you have pushed us, you are saying, um, "Kona ko wa uyo ba," until the expectation is to get married. You're okay. I've gotten married.
Mm-hmm.
I've had children. The
Yeah.
question I ask is, who are you? What do you bring to the table? Is that all?
Yeah.
What you say?
Yeah.
And like you may be forced, some people are forced into roles that they can't even, the person is not nurturing. You know of places or families where the mothers have left and
Mm-hmm.
it's the men who have raised the kids.
Yeah.
And for me right now, I'm not going to be the typical, excuse me to say, typical Ghanaian and condemn them. I don't know their story.
Mm-hmm.
They are not cut out for it. We need to accept that.
Right.
It's not everybody because of your band, this is what you should
Ah,
be able to do. Yeah. Like there are some people, I have a family member. Oh, she's so patient with children. Or boy, Colette is so patient. I don't have that. I'm not patient. No, I'm not
yeah.
patient. You know,
Yeah.
my kids will probably tell you that, oh, mom is a good mom. She watches out for this, but I'm not patient. I don't suffer fools gladly. I don't have time to come and be pampering you. Get on with it. Let's go. you know, you can tell me say me ni abadaya or whatever, but like maybe it's me. Nobody pampered me, like I can encourage you, I can, but I won't, oh, when you're doing something that I know is not right or it's not good for you, not me, so no, it's
Mm-hmm.
not going to help you.
Yeah. 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 So let's note not everybody has it in them and it doesn't make them bad. And everybody has
No,
a way of
no, no.
doing.
Yeah, it takes maturity or to come to that place to know, because I find, say, your culture, no say we do a lot of condemning, but we don't take the time to find out what the real story is. What
That
made that person do that? Until right now, me and me, I'm a woman, but I'll tell you, sir, we shouldn't go around thinking that every woman is a mother, is a good mother, or can be a good mother, or can be a good wife, or whatever. It does not mean they are evil.
right.
It does not mean they are evil. No, it takes understanding. Ye kurom no ye judge dodo. We
Mm,
judge and we do all kinds of things, but we don't study people. We don't take the time. The anyone say, "Oh, this is how it's done." Debbie, then we tear people to shreds. But to me, if
because
if I meet if I meet a woman right now, no, for your home, no, can say they don't want to get married. I'm not going to condemn them.
yeah,
No,
because
they
in
have their reasons why. Mhm.
we forget that in the end they bring kids into the world and
Hello,
have
Pastor P. Welcome. Uh-huh.
and then they scar them because they weren't cut out
Hmm.
for it and um so they would have been better off not bringing those kids into the
Yes, yes.
because yeah. Anyway, today I was listening to Ajua and she was talking about the mother and the mother's love. And
Hmm.
I I did ask a question because sometimes it's not everybody. And you can now that I'm grown, I can see some characteristics
Hmm.
somewhere, I don't want to say it,
Hmm.
that I know for sure like they weren't supposed to. And I'm sure they didn't want to because it's like there's bitterness,
Hmm.
like you've deprived her of doing something that she wanted to do instead of bringing
Yes,
kids into the world.
yes, yes.
Eh,
And there's a lot of that too going on, that
Yeah,
people had to make sacrifices
yeah,
because of my children, because of marriage. And
yeah.
so there's something they should have done that they couldn't do. And so
Mm,
it causes a lot of bitterness. And even now, I've had people say that you see older women now whose children are married and they are causing confusion in the marriages because they are not happy with
mm,
themselves. They are not happy with themselves. How do you call it? You are doing something they couldn't, so they
Right.
envy you.
Right.
But the thing is, right now, we condemn people for speaking up, but we have to realize that the older generation, my mother's generation, they didn't know that. So
No.
when you speak your mind to them right now, they don't understand. But I figure that, they took it. Even you see some men, you hear some men making comments like, oh, how come it can't be like my mother's generation when women were this? The culture did not allow them to speak up. Omo de,
Yeah.
Ɛna ebinom de akɔ owuo mu. Let me read Missy's comments. It says, Auntie, you took the words out of my mouth. We are too judgmental without even knowing the story behind the choices people make. You don't know, right? It is the same. You have to expand your mind, kakra, to think, like, is there
Can't be.
something else going on that I don't
Mom.
know? Hello, Mamle. We have our books.
Yes.
I know you have
Oh
yours too.
gosh. Oh, Momley has hers too.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. And in the latter part of the second paragraph, it talked about a secure woman.
Mm-hmm.
There's a heart that is full of kindness, seeking the good of others instead of itself. A heart
Mm-hmm.
that is at peace with oneself due to the presence of God working in her life. A secure woman.
Mm-hmm.
So security brings about purity of heart.
Yeah, like, if you come to the place where you see, nobody is ever done working on themselves.
Yeah.
So when I say secure crana, so I'm probably talking of 80 to 90. And then I'll take it, say positive, good. Even if to me, the what we know around crana, if you're at 70 cry, you are doing good, you are going up. At least you come to the realization, that you know how to empathize with people. You
Mm-hmm.
know how not to compete with people because you are okay. Like, yeah, there's things you do that I don't know how to do,
Mm-hmm.
right? And
Yeah.
there's things I do that maybe you don't know how to do. All we have to do is say, hey, can you show me? And your competition,
Yeah.
right? We're
Yeah.
all at different phases of life until you can get to that good place where somebody does something and you admire it and say, oh, wow, this is great. You
Mm-hmm.
know, offer positive encouragement or do something. If unless they don't need it, there are people who don't like to receive positive encouragement
Right.
because they are stuck in the negativity of what we know. And also, when you
Mm-hmm.
go and offer a crown, no crown or sister, but in this right now where we have reached, no, like you need to come to a place where you feel good in your heart and in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
And so you shouldn't, like, why would I compete with somebody? What is it? What is that about?
Right.
Right?
Right.
Here, it's not necessary. You need to feel comfortable in your own skin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And there's a lot, you see, like a lot of us, the older women, were spending time like kikre kikre way, this, that. Like we need to be teaching the younger or give setting that role model for them that believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Only what I find, the way we were raised is like, oh, enyefe, let it go. Okrama hobrasi, oh, this, that. But some of the values are very good, but some too have not helped us.
Mm-hmm.
And, if you continually sacrificing yourself for people and no, nobody is putting any value on it. We're always taught to be other focused, always watching out for people. They say, oh, no, yeah, they say, but me say, oh, show me, boo. Now you are taking me for granted. How long can I continue to show you that unconditional love? We are very conditional. I know they are ultimacy. Yeah, everybody wants to be respected.
Exactly.
Everybody wants to be respected. So it's like, no, no. We have to put value on ourselves. You see. I was listening to a program last time. A guy said it is wrong for a woman to make more than her man. So in that case, that is an insecure fellow whose woman, yeah, whose woman, what did you say? Whose woman will be at risk of abuse if you make more than him. Old school mentality. Yes, Mamle, that is a problem. That is,
You
it's
know,
a big issue
that's how
right there.
someone thinks.
Jose,
I said that's how someone thinks. It,
yes,
they believe
yes,
it so much that they were able to come and write it.
yes. That is rather sad. Yeah, it's very sad. And you know, in that case, you know, this kind of woman, you've been put in a box.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. So even if it's in the area of wages, then how about all other aspects of the relationship?
Yes. You
Yeah,
have you have no say in it.
no, no.
We have just 3 minutes to commercial. So do you want to go and we come back for the other? Mm, you're so good.
What's up, Pedia? No, no.
The, you now reading about the wages.
Uh, it's serious. Yeah, it's quite serious. Okay, so we should go for a commercial
Yes.
break and come back.
Yes.
Right, where are we? Honest. Let me take this off. Where are we? There. So we're back, and again, the book is The Beauty of a Woman's Heart. That came out on March 24th, and you can find it in Amazon in the US, in Canada, France, Italy, Germany. I'm looking for my ticker. Where is it? It's in stores worldwide. Spain, it's on the ticker. And then Innovi Books, the publishers are Innovi Books, so they have it on their site too.
Mm,
And it's got reflections for you to think about and ponder over. I said before that anytime I've read books where they've had questions, I've been too lazy to get a pen or paper. I just answer it in my head. But being as this is my own book, I took a pen and pencil and started answering some of the questions myself. So it's a work in progress. Pastor P, oh, thank you. In, we publishers did a good book, a good job. Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
Awesome. Okay. So we continue.
Yes,
Okay. So the third paragraph, I'd like to read the first sentence and then we can talk about it and then I'll read the remaining.
sure. Hmm.
So the world we live in now is full of selfishness, hatred, and wickedness. It will take a conscious effort on a woman's part to cultivate her heart amidst the confusion of our times. I'd say, please break it down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you see what's going on around us. Okay, take the bigger society. We are sequel. Times have changed.
right.
People values have changed. People have become. It would seem right. Like, have you seen the reaction when we see good news stories on the news or Facebook? Oh wow! Oh this, like it's something so far fetched because basically we've become so um the world, no, there's no me in the world anymore. Ni nyinaa yɛ I. What I say, like we become very, very selfish, calculating and all that. And so, but even though it's like that, for me, I'll say this in tree. Yeah, before we spend a lot of time, see ye di abrofo atem.
Mm.
Yeah, bet no mukrom. We don't even try to find out or learn some of their ways. What you say?
Yeah.
Because all this that we are talking about, that I'll say that Yankofu, we don't know how to push people, we don't know how to compliment. Obonim power some cry. If you are wearing a nice dress, they'll tell you off the bat. On blink I know what can. Okay. So just those things in the system. Sometimes you can have a conversation with ordinary strangers and you'll be talking and laughing your head off like nothing. And then you at work, I get in the elevator and I'm having a conversation. You'll be at RF. Oh, I like that on you, that color. Now I am come. Oh, have a good day. No, we see no. I don't know their name, they don't know me,
Right.
right? Or even maybe you see them a second time and then you say something from the friend, then they'll start laughing. Oh yeah, blah blah. That's how if you have to learn to engage with people around you, bring it to our community. Look at the level of distraction and the wickedness that is going on. How many programs have we tuned into that are talking about, oh, this person did this to that person? We yako say we ko worry we or den ba no na or adwuma na oba na adwane ko ne like all kinds of things are going on. Till it seems like adwene no we are so are we is it I can't assume, let me ask the question, is
Mm.
it that we are so predisposed towards negativity ni evil near man? Hello message, welcome akwaba. you know is that our predisposition say
That
and
that
my
I
born kwa.
myself like all the time say, what is it? What is so different about us? Say we can't. I mean,
Mhm.
be happy for people. I think
Yes,
generally
yes,
it's like we prefer to hear bad news than good news.
yes.
And uka say yinsua a abrofui. Yeah,
Mhm.
but instead, no. What I've seen is that you bet the bad side of them. Yeah, and
Yeah,
good side, no.
yeah.
Bad side, like Niema ehu here no. Especially
Mhm.
if say me like omumba na behave it abrofumba na omumbu. I don't
Mhm.
even want to talk to them. Like I can't,
Yes.
just because almost feels that obroni yes auntie it's good. Like was saying ma. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
no, we're living in the projects. Yemfi ho embehwe abrofo no mani bi omotiti omumba yi. Oh,
Thank you.
I mean, anyway.
Now, asɛm a woka no, like we are forgetting that sɛ biribi bɔne si a, koti no, woba na
Oh,
yɛbɛfa no
yeah.
first.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, Pastor P, if you're
Ah,
happy for someone, you bless yourself to it gives you positive energy. Yes,
you don't
because
know.
I don't like, there are some things where they should be in your past.
Mm-hmm.
You should grow and mature. Learn how to bless people. Oh, adeɛ wei a woyɛɛ, ɛyɛ me fɛ, very good. You did a great job. You know, like,
I miss that. I can say anything.
yeah, it's, something, our hearts, like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, but look at what goes on in the communities.
Yes.
Yeah, mpɛ papa bi nka nkyerɛ nipa. Na wo na wobɛtena hɔ na wobɛka kyerɛ no sɛ woatwerɛ books too nti yɛnya wo deɛn. Na odwan nipa ho. Oh yeah, ɔno nso deɛ ɔse deɛn wɔ hɔ. Ɔkyerɛ no ho, odwan no. They don't see it as a positive thing for our communities, like it's an example or a boost, you know, to some young girls. Open in Christ. Some young girl said, oh,
I
it
can do.
doesn't matter, say, yes, say me
Ah,
hutum, me to me wadwene, me to me yes,
yeah.
say me to me. It's not even about hutum, but me the baby move because young for we don't have confidence. We visit our
Eh,
inferiority complex on our children.
yes.
I do I say greetings and more grace to both my beautiful and
Ah,
knowledgeable sisters. Hello, and Yabi Russ along with welcome, sis. Welcome, welcome. I hope your book will come soon for you.
Oh, she's
I
laughing.
join a chairman. Mhm. No, so like those positive Niyamano, we don't know it, right? Wickedness no door. So that's what I'm finding. Like I find generally, and same about how to cry is just mind boggling.
And yet you're quite sorry saying, so
Oh
what is
yes, yes. Now and then I saw something. I didn't look at the whole clip. I think that was Trini Junior. So, or they saying Trini Jonas. So say, look at what is going on in the foam. Nkurɔfoɔ bi nam dɔte kwan bi so ebubu ne yɛ push track bi. You know, see meanwhile the leaders ne nyinaa tete asɔre them. You know, that is what bothers me. Like we know the right thing and we don't do it. Bible ne say love your neighbor as yourself, and you hate your neighbor.
mm,
Because you yourself, you don't love yourself, right?
but
Bible they say don't steal. We
I
steal and we justify it.
I feel also say maybe we're not saying the love enough, or we're not emphasizing that that is what the whole thing is about. That is
Mm,
Christianity is about. If you don't
mm,
do anything at all, you love and you are
mhm.
good. And
Basics.
yeah, let's go back to the basics, pastors.
Yes, yes.
That is,
And yeah, dining, cars, they
mm-hmm.
are fine, but the basics, no, we went off. We went off. Yeah, 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 chia. Like
Mm,
something is off. We are really, really off. Mm,
okay. All right. Let me continue. How do you
okay.
cultivate the art of loving selflessly, even when that love may not be returned? It takes the grace of God through time spent in His Word, an active prayer life, and the support of like minded women. It is important to slow ourselves down and deal with the turbulence in our hearts, discontentment, disappointment, rejection, and unfulfilled expectations. Whoa. Yeah. Well, here in my notes, I
Mm-hmm.
put that all these things like this disappointment, rejection, unfulfilled expectations, we're supposed to know that it's not a reflection of your worth. It happens
Mm-hmm.
and you need to get over it,
Mm-hmm.
learn lessons from it.
How
Yes.
do you get over it? Yeah, how do you get over that?
Adra will tell us
What
give
you
us
was it?
a
What you
process.
was it? School teacher say you need to get over it.
Get over it. Just like you, I don't have patience.
Yeah,
Can't teach. Seriously.
but
But yeah, I mean, okay, I think the first thing is to know that it's not a reflection on you. It's not your worth. You're not useless. Let me put it that way. If you fail at something or something doesn't go how it's supposed to go, you learn the lessons from it and then you move on. It takes the grace of God, though. I mean,
yeah, they are working.
mm,
How is it, say? Um, how is it? Say, we this keeps me who said I mean phrasing like there's women who are in really bad situations and yet they are sitting in it because they think that that is what maybe as even going to say it, my answer and say Bia is the ones who think say our no is a badge. Just said yeah, you see, in the marriage no is
mm,
not good, but in the name of our no otimu, you know, like being disregarded, being not valued, and they think that they have to be in it. Into that way, no, you are not honoring yourself.
right.
Oh, they are maturing. How many people know these things? Because mo no koraa na mo feel say mo nim or kakra mo benim no, you may come and talk about it, and these other same women will come and slam you and say, "Hwɛ deɛ ɔmo tete hɔ ɛkeka," or bad, yeah, this is what it should be. But
Mm-hmm.
everybody is valuable, be you a man or a woman. Everybody has value in the eyes of God. I value myself. You are not going to come and treat me anyhow you like.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you yeah, baby, I don't like it. I'll tell you, let it chew your male ego, but I have to let you know. But there are some, they don't speak up. They think that, so people don't know what they are worth. Like
Yeah, with
they've
yeah,
been beating down that they accept anything.
yeah. You know what?
Hmm.
Thinking back,
Hmm.
it's sometimes you don't even realize it's happening
Yes.
because it took me a long time to realize that he's actually trying to put me down, but I didn't
Hmm.
really realize it because when I realized it, when I what I realized was that anytime I do something good or
Hmm.
and I did not ask him. That was the
Hmm.
thing. If I didn't ask him, there has to be something wrong with it. He'll
Hmm.
find something wrong with it. Just
Ego.
I didn't ask him.
Hmm.
And it took me a long time because in the beginning I thought, oh, I might have done something wrong. Like
Hmm.
you don't really get because they don't all come violent.
Hmm. No, no,
A
no.
sweet talker and
Hmm.
so gradually they'll put you down and then if you're not careful you would actually think that you're the one at fault, you're the
Hmm.
one that has something wrong with you. And
Hmm.
sometimes it's very subtle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it's true. And it goes to like the thing too that I realize is, and I'm not a man, but I'll say this is how I see it. The culture has done a disservice both to men and to women, because it has taught women to be put themselves down, like be doormat, be subservient, don't speak because this is what is required of you. And then the man is made to feel like they are the kingpin on all your gown or you saint, all you hear, say, oh, a woman has to submit, a
Mm,
woman has to submit. You never hear, but you, the man, you are supposed to love your
love
wife.
wife, yeah. Mm.
Because if you would understand the loving part, Noah, the submission will come easy for the woman. What you are
Mm-hmm.
saying,
Yeah.
like there's such ego problems. Just say, so you tell yourself, what is going on here? You know, seriously, the culture, no, it has not helped us.
Ah,
The truth of it is that we don't have that emotional intelligence. Today, I was in a, I was on this school platform, and somebody brought a topic, so I was saying that, and the person was the message that he was giving the same thing that I said. I talk about. He says, in Ghana, we just accept just young current. Older generation, their mindset and the way they behave. And I said, yeah, it's exactly that.
yeah.
You know, it's exactly that. We are so twisted in our way of thinking till we take something and we think is the right way and we just go with it, tunnel vision. But we don't stop and say, is this working? How
Mm-hmm.
can we change this? Is there something I can do to change it? Who each of us is going to train our daughters right now to go into a marriage and be a doormat?
Hey.
Or are you going to train your son to go and be an egoistic, bossy person over a woman?
No,
No.
no.
My daughters were talking about it. Yes, my older daughter, Nana, will say, now I think about it, I start to get, worried because I'm like, am I going to bring my son up to, and I said, no, I know it's good you are thinking about it, but
Yes.
what you need to do is he needs to be in the kitchen like the girls.
Hmm.
Whatever, they should all do everything. Do
Oh,
laundry, do whatever, share the chores equally. Train them so that he too does not go settle. As our mamas used to say, he too does not go settle for a woman who can cook
yeah.
just because he doesn't know how to cook. And maybe the woman is not the kind of woman that he necessarily wants to be married to.
Right.
So
Right.
teach your children to be independent first. Learn
Yeah.
how to cook. I say, hey, Ajo, you need to learn how to cook because you could say you're going to go to school. You're going to go to school um, outside of the province or something. You don't want to go starve. Ajo, I see many people have the tendency to project their failures, misinterpretation, challenges, and hindering issues on others to justify their limited egos. Ajo, there. And one, no, no, bam. Let's
It's
put it up
very,
again for people who didn't read it. Oh boy.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you see, we're not people who want to. Oh, yeah, maybe people don't understand you. If you, oh, now then, or print, you have to want to grow as a human being. You
Mm-hmm.
need to try to do and be better. Whether these days we can't even, we'll force you to read. You can get audio books and be listening.
Yeah.
Do something.
Yeah.
Ebeboa. You can't just live like that. Say mete hɔ ara from birth to death. Same mindset. Where you chrome, abetna ha, unsua hwee. Just submission is always an act of love, and love is always an act of thank you. Thank you. Very
Perfect.
well said. Yeah.
Yeah. That's perfectly.
Oh, yes, I'm not also. If we have a lot to work through, but the problem is that we refuse to acknowledge that we have issues and even to work through them. Yeah.
That's what I was just thinking. It's
Mm.
it's just like the holier than thou attitude. I don't know if it's
Yes.
there because we feel we're good. We're
Yes.
100%, and it's the other person who's not.
Me bɛka me me classmate bi ɔno na platform a mekɔɔ so no
Mm-hmm.
ɛna ɔmo se ɔbaa na ɔde nyamesom na abɛborɔborɔ ɔmo so na seesei na meka sɛ daabi nyɛ nyamesom nyɛ saa na ɛte you don't beat people over the head with it you just present your message
Mm-hmm.
yɛapatwɔ me bo bye nana be safe keep in touch okay. uh,
mm.
na akɔ adwuma mekra no
Oh,
um, it's like deɛ mpo na mekan
a group name.
or nyamesom, you don't beat people over the head with it. You better present the message to the person. It is God who changes people's
Exactly.
heart. And yeah, wona kim no anything my nyamesom no self-righteousness bang bang bang. Me na
Mm-mm.
minim say quoting scriptures boo boo boo. My yes, no. Hey, I'm a Joe.
Where
Who
have
call
you
him?
been?
Who bolo girl? Who bolo girl? I feel na oba. Yapon after 6 penny
Oh,
yapon.
Oh,
oh,
darling.
yes, sir.
They say no, they say young child. Yes, they say new leaf. You will try no mass to
Oh,
the
okay.
I started wrapping up.
And then the baby, I'm quite for me.
Wabre.
Last minute, I say to me, me can I'm kind of me, me can I'm a
make I am say on a number baby.
Wabre.
number. Me,
Yeah,
Chia.
yeah, Joe. So
Okay.
Ajua say it's pathetic and unhealthy when some people continue to be in denial with their refusal to learn better coping skills. I was never taught like that for. Yeah, share me, I'm fun to me.
Ushia.
No, learning. Look, life is a continuous of lifelong. You can't say learning. Missy Chiamajo
Uh,
is lifelong.
Nah.
Addition, but we refuse to learn.
right.
Yes. Mhm. Yeah,
Okay.
ultimate to us. So
Yeah. Okay. So life is not about others making us happy all the time. It is about bringing ourselves and our hearts wholeheartedly into all our relationships. Hey, ah, wholeheartedly.
Is it?
We must
Oh, ah.
we must constantly be in the habit or process of guarding our hearts, for out of it springs the issues of life. Hmm. How can we pour ourselves into others when we're full of ourselves? It is the Holy Spirit who can help us empty us of self and become other centered and loving. This process takes time, but it is a work we must be willing to do. It involves a great deal of sacrifice. May He give His women that grace. And with that, I love that one. I welcome you to the beauty of the word that that was so nicely written. You know, when I
Thank you.
started reading it, how you were describing the woman's heart, it sounded like,
Amajo,
ah,
Marie is giving you a compliment. I see your laughter is so infectious. There's so much positive energy on this platform. Thank you, Marie.
Nobody got the energy than you do, Mrs. Marie. Mwah!
Oh.
yeah. When I started reading, it
Mhm.
felt like you were writing a poem. That's how I felt.
And
Like
all
how,
of this, the big.
the beginning,
Mhm.
yeah,
Oh,
sounded
okay.
like a poem or a love letter to the woman's heart.
Yeah, yeah. Like this is what we're here to do. This is what we're going to happen, and so on and so forth.
Okay, so the wholeheartedly. So you're saying that when we're going into relationships, anyway, it's
Mhm.
all relationships, but
Yes.
wholeheartedly. So we shouldn't be on guard. Like we should open up ourselves.
Okay. Let me explain, and I'll take it from two angles.
Right.
Also, make us say Chrome have for like when they say that they are going into our area, they understand their society, they understand their culture.
Right.
Omo deɛ no, it's you and me and our children.
Yes.
Anybody else is external. Even though they have loving family relationships, they know, but the focus is me and you. Until that understanding is there, until they come at it mostly, right,
Right.
with two minds, like we are two, we have come together, togetherness. Until wholeheartedly, they give of themselves,
Okay.
right? They
Right.
are able to say. That's why I say when I started working, I never understood this novel concept. I used to see, you would hear of a colleague, oh, um, they had a child,
Hmm.
worked in a few 5 years. So there's care and nurturing or parental leave or whatever they call it, a man.
Hmm.
Into, by the time they come back to work, their child is in kindergarten.
Right.
How do you make those kinds of decisions? The two of them, almost they did
Mhm.
that. Now come to you and I.
Yay.
Move your hair chrome. What about betting abrochire? Also betting for 5 years. I hear Oba. Now why the entry bills no? And so from because I said your children, you see the cost or your banner, ya no ponkona, a dear,
Mm-hmm.
dear, dear. Or be the farm who tie crowd the walk or baby. Say, or train your bodies continue. Let's ultimately
Yeah.
lack of understanding. We don't even know. Tiano, Tembiano, we are hedging. We keep our cards close to a year because we come from a place of say no kwaredi ne enni ho nti no obi anso trust no ho nti no ya na kyerɛ sɛ meyɛ sei a ebi a sei besi nti me so me family de nte ha. We
Mm-hmm.
are not, yeah,
Trans-
because it's not what we grew up with. Tembia no yɛ dwene yɛn ko ayɛ ho. Well, but I'm saying say if all being the American, it seems like utopia, but all things being equal, no, say people are level-headed, open-minded, forward-thinking, have clean hearts, have good hearts. They know, say, when you are going into a relationship, yeah, if I'm in a relationship with you, I'll be genuine, open, and honest with you till
right.
you show me something, and then I go, let me go back.
Yes. Yes.
Pastor P
That's
said,
the
Auntie, I
controversial.
say that again. We can't stay home because we don't plan together.
True. True. And
No,
even
serious.
when
Obi
you
aye ni dear.
scared say yeah, be your doormat because he fails to say on no be to yantina.
Yes,
You have no say, cry.
yes, yes.
But with
Like I know of women. I know of women. Time anankola ni so ano. Asori ani yakono. And then I can also your whole auntie. Please say it again. Huh. Time ana nkola no so ano. Time ana nkola ni so ano. Na asori ani yakono. A lot of the women there. Some Christopher Ma, but for Christopher Ma, they have these conversations. So their culture no crap on man, woman, they have those conversations. Now you nyame so abata ho. And a lot of them no who say they were stay-at-home moms.
Yeah.
Baako bi a na menim, ɔno koraa deɛ sɛ wafi mu, but it's like time and many no start year adwuma. Nti mekae say one time because she used to work around oh yeah, so nim baby our better health ɛwɔ no. As when you are going down the hill, and you know, yeah, you might have baby or towards our better college or side. It is a means where bear me home until lunchtime because I went to or frame me and ya kushi and ya nenam ni din common ya dent in the banning no and or start a year juma. But could be the up to now, the man in crown so maintain say or year juma, but I'm so pama dear But what I'm trying to say is that this my friend, yeah, making us in every year. I'm say just for the last 3 or 4 years in Asia. So look at when we lived in the Western now, Kolani, so little girls. Every year, yeah, we go for coffee or dinner or whatever. Now, I'm saying the yen shedan call, but me cry, me say this year I'll call them, say, hey, let's go. And you know, mommy, no. Osha said they are no manage fee her. Menka say or she ni kunsu, but she has a say. It's like, oh, almost a 10 be an nane papa, and why po. Me friend say ne maame na afi mu na ye ne papa de oda so wo ho no mo ye missionaries into no tena Haiti into say abofo who have that exposure no they relate very well with be before into no say no into every year beyond so on betu kwan they'll travel somewhere to the states to go and see her parents or this or that into ukrom ni yen krom anko be mama ka say usika he na wa ye ne ya basori akoko holidays usika wo mu bi you know. It is the understanding, no, like bringing yourself, it's like even in our relationships, women to women, we are not honest, we are not sincere.
Yes.
Like me say I'm a tihono. I've been hurt. What I've realized, and that's me, say anytime that I'm in a relationship with people, no, they think they do to hunt, no, anything to pull you down is what they are going to do. It may no, I'm done with that. Like
I think in a way, I thought I had a chimica crowd because because me, who was my group? I mean, I'm always a leader. Make sure that I was to observe if I'm leading very well. I'm not ready to put that position down. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Me are two like we were 3 in a group. I feel like I'm the leader of the group, and that's it. You can't beat my position.
I mean, you can't be bossing people around. What do you mean?
I enjoy my bossing.
Pastor P said, me, I stayed for 2 years because I planned for that. The first week I started work, he burned my daughter with food. The reason I never worked outside again. When no, I don't know. So. And
That's true.
yeah, and I do say hidden agendas from every levels along with pretense. For many would be wolves in sheepskin, and for couples it would be sleeping with the enemy's child. And yeah. Oh yeah.
Culture
Yeah.
shock, I mean, like when they were done. The first thing was, catch any mommy say,
Oh. Yeah.
if yes.
Sorry, okay, I'll comment if you need a call break. We're about 6.
Oh, okay.
Then we can start wrapping up.
I'll catch any mommy say if there's a fight between you and my wife, no, say me to me, don't even start. I didn't see it. It was out there. Or your interviewer need be a more can say, okay, I'll speak with my wife with it. I was shocked because this I didn't pay Jumano, but on me baby cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
That's a different ball game altogether.
It's called respect.
Oh, totally. Yes. Totally.
It's called respect. I'm
Yes.
going to discuss it because I'm never. You have to talk to my wife or my husband before. But made the back without taking the other person's consent. And no, and no, I call it to be
Amajo, hold that
topic.
thought. Young break number na young wrap up.
Okay.
Brand. Where are we? Okay. So there you have it. That's the beauty of a woman's heart that came out last month. It's on Amazon, Amazon, and in the U.S., Canada, France, Spain, Germany, and Innovi Books, Italy. Innovi Books, who are the publishers. As well, we have Reflections of a Thirsty Soul. You can't forget that. It's also on Amazon, Friesen Press, Barnes and Nobles, Google Books, and iTunes. So this book we've been doing since what do you call it, October, and now that the book is out, we are seriously, going to focus on it. Every week we'll come treat a topic, dig, and mine for nuggets. How about that, Ama? So
Perfect.
uh, finish your
Let me,
comment.
Amajo, since you were not here, let me touch on a bit of what we've talked about, and then you can
Mhm,
Okay.
put your contribution for all of it, right? And
Okay.
so we talked about how the woman's heart can be both evil and good, depending on what's in it. If it's pure, it's a natural nourisher, building up, encouraging. But it can also create confusion when there's a lack
yeah.
of.
Now
Yes,
make an evil and answer, it's implied.
it's implied. I'm saying it. Confusion
Okay.
is evil. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm actually summarizing. This is not I'm not reading verbatim. So it's not
Yes.
all
Yes.
the book.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. And also that the world is full of wickedness. Nowadays how our world is.
Mhm,
So you have to be intentional about cultivating a selfless no, no, yeah, loving selflessly,
mhm,
and also a secure woman also has a you have to be a secure woman if you want to
mhm,
have a pure heart which can love
mhm,
others and not be self-centered.
mhm,
And then you were here for the last reading. We also touched on our identities and not mistaking whatever circumstance we're in to be our worth. So we should know
mhm,
our worth. We should know that
mhm,
our worth is in God and not in whatever we're going through. So
mhm,
yeah, that's about it, I guess. Yeah. So Amajo, your contribution because we're wrapping up.
mhm.
You're muted, I think.
Unmute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to talk about the part where you said, even at the interview, the man said I have to go and
Mm,
consult my wife.
Yeah.
I think that is the respect we didn't come along with.
Yeah.
How to ask a partner permission before anything.
mhm,
We just get up and plan and do it. I think it's disrespecting, but that was who we are. Emma said, "Yeah, my memono. Oh, oh, yeah. Why are you doing so? Work cross na work who are be na person with the neighbor. That's my own time. Me feel said the one young man didn't say my baby sa. Omu kunum and I say omu yere no mo say. Oh, me wa fasi bi ana kole bi ane nam ha me pesa me cover ne body beka ye ho.
Yeah.
Um, inti oje ho say if we have a room, I mean, feel say Ubeba no be who so be the nature. Hey, mama ne baby na. That's it.
Amma, you're muted again.
we're
Yeah.
muted. Mhm.
I was. I guess you had mommy. So
Mhm. Oh, okay. Mm,
yeah, inti. No. Yeah. What had it? It has to be an open conversation between a partner and a couples to sit down and talk about, because another big areas we are lacking from. As soon
Yeah.
as yeah, we don't even want to add that to what the situation where we are now, and it's also
mhm,
not working because I can say bibi aye couple ninti na me sure say oh yeah Nasa Obia baby I'll be now catch and say, oh, any mini mirror Becca some cast a guy in non tears and Becca's already watching it. Oh, Comisa, or Comisa, fine.
Mini bear.
Exactly. So we are lacking. We are really, really lacking a lot. We don't want to just question each other to say, oh, me pacha uma me we kakra. Me si inchini uko biso bro ni inchini kakra. But that's just me kumba me sana. And that is it. To me, it's working for them that way. And then I see a woman, no natural say who me. Misumi boo. It's a form of respect.
Ways, yeah.
Yeah, it goes both ways, and it's respect. Baby, I am here lacking and new. That is the areas we are lacking. Yes, ma'am.
You can't say me true. So I told you because some of these financial things, if you go and you busa questions and answer BB, they'll say, oh, okay, you and your husband, does he know? Talk to him and see. Talk to him and see. Almost any man, you know what to actually baby. That when I talk to him now. Because almost I know more until they assume say, you know, it goes like that for you.
Yeah, you bet check say pizza and you bet dinner. Say and then say pizza $40. You better see you tell you okay for the other week now you better than until you're planning. Not me also even me talking about this. Me when I was married, I kept my account. It's not joint. So and that was simply because we didn't sit down to talk about it.
Yeah.
It have to be an open conversation where we sit down and plan. Okay, these are the areas we didn't know, but now so this is the way they are doing it and it's working for them. Now you person fear also yet and it's not working and we are still not getting it. That's the whole thing. That's what we are lacking. Yeah, person this said yeah better na fear, the better na baby I to ha na yen see ha de na and na ma sitting na aye up and down now you move beyond no. Since we are here and this is the cultures we are practicing and this is what we are training our children to be, that's how it have to be. We have to sit down and plan. How is our savings going to be? How those open conversations are things we have to talk about. And yes, would you sorry, would you see now the big come out, mommy? Now the big come out, papa. Just as they were complaining about last time. Community can coffee and a bear man no can no go pay bills. It's when the man find out it flip off and it became an issue. But what do you expect? We didn't sit down to talk about it. We didn't discuss it. So of course my money is my money. I have to use it anyhow. Yes, we don't get it.
I want to wrap it up. Now, main comments, you know, there's a few here. Okay. I shall say, when there is true love, there's true submission. You can't have the one without the other. A friend said to me, every time I love my wife, I submit my will to hers. I choose to do something that she wants rather than what I want. She, in turn, does the same for me. Respect and love at work. Wow, that is beautiful.
Yes.
Absolutely. And I draw those say, change is good, but a lot of us only talk about change without taking initiative since most are looking for others to solve their problems. I got your point with the It is true.
But it's true, right? Yeah.
It's true. Yes.
That's where the wholeheartedness comes in because
Yeah.
you're with a partner and you're competing
Openness.
in the marriage. That there's no openness because inside them or inwardly they are actually in competition with you. They are not building anything with you.
Since it's not our culture, since it's not something that we were used to, and we are not going to practice it, the best thing is we sit down, we discuss it, we put it into practice. This is how we are going to do it to see how best it will work for us. If we don't talk about it, then we don't know where we stand, and this is also our fault. And not
Communication is lacking.
Yeah.
And so yeah. Do you have
Well,
final comments?
Yeah, my final comments. So, as a woman, your heart, yeah, you have to, it's important that you always work on your heart, work on yourself, your mind. Your mind, I always say, your greatest asset, your heart. What do you bring to the table? Openness, sincerity, the willingness to grow.
Right.
Okay, as women, like we're saying that women are nurturers and caretakers, but at the same time, we've also distinguished that it's not every woman
Yeah.
who is built that way, and we need to take that into account and be accommodating or accepting of them.
Right.
But despite that, we are the backbone. Like mostly it's women. Men and women are raising their children together, but mothers do a lot. And so, as the woman, what are you bringing to the table? What are you imparting into the next generation? If
Mm-hmm.
you don't know who you are and you don't have any value for yourself, or you think your priorities in life is every Saturday going to funerals or going to outdoorings or what have you, buying clothes, doing this, and your children will show up to school in tattered clothes and all that, and that is okay with you, realize that it's a selfish approach to life. You're only thinking of yourself. You need to think of the next generation and how what you do impacts them. Also,
Right.
as a woman, you need to put yourself in a proper place. We are not saying that go and give yourself to everybody willy-nilly, because there are people who will abuse you, people will use you and throw you away. No. Healthy relationships where you build each other up.
Yeah.
Don't be selfish and self-centered. Learn how to praise people, learn how to compliment people, learn to bring somebody alongside and nurture them, speak into their life, build them up. Let's stop tearing each other down, pulling each other down. And we also need to be invested in growing. Life is not just buying clothes and putting it on and
Mm-hmm.
going to work, going to church, going to parties. Who are you? Are you happy? How do you feel about yourself? Are you growing as a person? If you don't want to do anything and you're happy with it, then that's fine. But generally speaking, you need to grow. Miss Sage said acculturation and assimilation also help. When in Rome, we should do our best to do some of what the Romans do. Exactly. Let's learn. Let's learn. Do you know the resources that are available to you in the community in which you live?
Oh.
Have you ever even gone and searched and looked, Googled, or whatever? There's a lot that you could learn, but you don't take advantage of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm just saying that we should grow. Ajua said the truth is only one. Says most people in our society, community solutions are to produce reasons to make excuses, compare their problems with others, run unnecessary races, lie, manipulate, do 419, and blame others. Yes. And so those are my final comments. Like,
Okay.
yeah, yourself.
Well, you've kind of said everything.
Well, who bear a day?
Yes, you've
Ah, mhm,
said everything, and
mhm,
it's I guess the bullet points will be to develop oneself, know yourself, know your worth. Communication is also very important, and communication comes from when you actually go, or both parties, whatever relationship we find ourselves in, friends,
mhm,
husband, wife, whatever, even
mhm,
with our children,
mhm,
wholeheartedly we go in with into relationships, then we become transparent,
mhm,
truthful, and everyone grows. So
mhm.
also we need the grace of God, because it's not that
Yeah.
easy to do
No,
all these things
no,
that we've
no.
said. We need the grace of God. We need the Holy Spirit to guide
Mhm,
us in doing all this. So
mhm.
I think that will be my final thing.
Okay.
And I want to say before you say it, with that, we welcome you to the beauty of a woman's heart. I love that
Thank
phrase.
you. Yeah. Yeah, I was going. I know, eh? I thought when I put it there, I thought this sounds good.
It
Yeah,
sounds
let's
so
leave.
good.
I said, let me do that because it gives it's a good flavor. So I'm
Yes.
glad you are responding to it. I said, please add wisdom too, Sister Young. So, talking, I'm going to give an example of what we've just talked about, and then I'll tell you about the upcoming program. So, last year, when this book came out, Reflections for a Thirsty Soul, I
Mhm.
remember I came out and did a live. Oh, thank you, Aisha. We appreciate you coming on too. We love
Oh,
your feedback. Thank you.
oh,
So, reflection. I came on to do.
oh, unboxing one, right?
Sorry.
They are kind of like an unboxing video when you opened it up and all that. The book.
Oh, okay. So I came and I came to do a live on it. Oh, Emmanuel Jean, to Shahana Yante okay. Thank you. We missed your feedback today. Where were you hiding? And I came on and then I was talking and talking and talking. And so I remember that and a few people were in the background making comments. And I said, oh, come on. And then said next week.
Yes.
So since she said that, she's always been on this platform, except for those times when she was not able to come on. So that is the kind of stuff that we are talking about, the support of the sisterhood. I mean, somebody can as well go talk to her and say, na ade a woyɛ maame otua oka, na wo waste your time again, chere na media say. But that is, she took this on and she's never looked back. So somebody might think, for those naysayers, they might think, so uh, it's is the one doing something for Auntie Ya. Auntie say. She is, don't get me wrong. But if you were to ask her what it's helping her with, you would be surprised at what she might tell you too. In helping others, we help ourselves.
Yep.
It's been I can't understand it because Yana meneno kwa sorry, like we were close, like we were not say close, but like just when the book came out, she's been here supporting and all that. So that's the examples that we are talking about. So yeah, thank you so much. And Amajo, thank you to you too. Like every time we are here talking, yabe doing doing you're too laid back over there.
She looks tired.
She's chilling.
Right.
The boy sucked all the energy out of her today. so yeah, it's been a ride, and we continue. So thank you very much, ladies. I appreciate all that you do. And on Tuesday, we'll be here with practical nyamisem. I'll do practical nyamisem on Tuesday. Amajo, Thursday, you'll give me a topic. Okay. Eh, me pay my musing things
Not in
so.
it. And now, because I need,
Where
yeah, no, I guess.
Yeah, where are you? Maybe network. So yes,
Mm.
that's what's going on. We thank you
Yeah,
all for joining us.
yeah. Just to confirm, I have benefited from this a lot. I've used it to kind of sharpen my communication skills and
Hmm.
presentation and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Apart from what I'm getting from the book, yeah, it's
yeah.
helped me like
Thank you.
maintain and stuff like that.
I draw does a true talk part because I'm literally learning how to read tree from many of you through social media.
Yeah.
Me, who's actually every me, oh. I do. I'm the last person. Oh, Pastor P, it's a good message. Bravo, ladies. Thank you. So we thank you all for coming, joining us this evening. Let me see. Miss Sage, Mrs. Marie Amuako Boedu, Sister Aisha, Missy Amuako, Pastor P, Ajuodo, Mr. G, Mamle. I hope I haven't missed anybody. If I've missed you, it is just an error, but we thank you so much for always coming to provide these insightful comments. So we'll pick a topic from the book and we will put it out next week. So do join us same time next week, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And for those of our friends in the US, it's 7 p.m. Eastern. And for Miss Aisha, it's 12 midnight.
Oh,
Wow. Thank you for all your
yeah.
sacrifices. God bless you. We love you.
Bless
Bye bye.
you. God
See you.